Hi, I'm Bill Obermeyer. I'm responsible for our Small Business Services advertising. I'm here at the studio where we recently produced our new television campaign for this year. While we're here, I thought it would be fun to give you a look behind the scenes at the activity here. Then make sure you see each of our new commercials and understand what your customers will be wanting to talk about. The number of people that are required to produce a commercial is pretty amazing. Crews started constructing these sets a month before we started shooting. There are lighting experts, equipment companies, makeup people, designers, sound technicians, plus many more.
As he comes back from there, we can crane back down here.
Grandma would love this.
I didn't miss either call. My phone takes messages. And to make sure things look and feel like they should, we've had market management people on the set too. Della McKay and April Needing have been here, so they can make sure the direct mail and other customer communications they produce this year all coordinate with our television approach. Well, enough of the background. Let's look at what your customers are going to be seeing.
And just for my fax machine. I could.
Roll sound.
And action.
This is a flower shop, a typical busy owner-operator business, run by a woman who, like other owner-operators, takes great pride in her work and the service she provides her customers. She had a really busy day not long ago, but thanks to having added a line just for her fax machine, she was able to keep up with all the business she was getting, and without sacrificing her customer service. Take a look and see if you agree this is real life for an owner-operator, trying to do two things at once. And think about how valuable those fax lines you are selling are to businesses like this one.
What a day Tuesday was. I had more calls for my holiday bouquets than I had flowers. What would you like the card to say? I was faxing orders for some more flowers and taking calls for more bouquets at the same time. If I hadn't added a line just for my fax machine, I couldn't have kept up or had time to make sure every arrangement had my special touch. Yep.
Oh, that's perfect.
Call U.S. West to add the phone lines your business needs. U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
Just up the street from that flower shop is this architectural illustrator business. He's an owner-operator too, with a plain old telephone and a single line. But thanks to someone like you at U.S. West, his days are much less stressful than they used to be. This gentleman, like so many other owner-operators, is trying to balance his personal life and his business life. And just when he was waiting for a call about a project he was hoping to work on, his daughter called to talk about her soccer game. Only U.S. West Business Voice Messaging could help him answer both calls at the same time. Here's another example of how you can make life better for our customers by offering them so many great services.
Yesterday, my daughter called with her big news.
What was the score?
Wow, that's great. Of course I wanted to know that she won her soccer game, but I was also hoping to get the Harmon approval any minute. With voice messaging from U.S. West, I didn't miss either call because my phone takes messages even when I'm on it. That works for me and the Harmons.
Order U.S. West Business Voice Messaging and get our 90-day money-back guarantee. U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
This company manufactures circuit boards. It's a manager business that sells to big businesses, so a missed order for these folks is a big deal. Imagine talking to your biggest customer and being told you may lose their business because they can't reach you when they need you. Our manager customers have said they fear this situation maybe more than any other. Well, here it is, just as they fear it. And here you are, ready to help them make sure they have enough lines and have them organized.
Last month I was meeting with Phil, our biggest customer, when I got the bad news.
It's not easy working with you. Your lines are always busy.
You can bet I solved that problem. Now I have enough phone lines, and I have them organized, with some for customers, one for my fax, and others for our computers, which means anyone can reach us.
especially Phil.
Call U.S. West to add the phone lines your business needs. U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
Here in another part of town is this sporting goods distributor. Based on your conversations with other manager customers, I'd guess you'll agree this is a pretty typical business. Some days are crazy. The person you're about to meet experienced one of those days recently, but thanks to business voice messaging he bought from one of you, his business just keeps sailing along and growing. Notice how it's the internal communication benefit provided by voice messaging that helped this business land the Larson order.
What a day Thursday was. All our lines were lit up. Things were crazy, and we were waiting to hear from Bob about that Larson account.
We heard from Bobby yet?
But we didn't miss an order, because with voice messaging from US West, our customers always reach us, even when all our lines are busy. And we can leave voice messages for each other. That's how I got Bob the info he needed to land the Larson order.
Order U.S. West Business Voice Messaging and get our 90-day money-back guarantee. U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
Not long ago, AT&T, like the other long-distance providers, changed their customers' calling card numbers. Now a business person who's away from the office might have to remember 25 numbers just to make a call. They don't like that. You have something you can give all of these people. I mean literally give them. It's the U.S. West Communications calling card. There absolutely isn't anything easier to use for making long-distance calls when away from work. All anyone has to remember is his or her own phone number plus 4 digits of their choice. The guy who drives one of these trucks found that out, and his life has been easier ever since, thanks to you and our U.S. West Communications calling card.
Last month, we were on our biggest job when a bad storm started moving in. I found a phone. Too bad I couldn't find my calling card. So I got a calling card from US West. Now I can call from anywhere with no access codes or long ID numbers to memorize, just 4 numbers I choose. That's so simple, I don't even need to carry a card. Now calling to update our schedule is the easy part of my day.
Call for your free U.S. West Communications calling card, the card you don't even need to carry. U.S. West, making the most of your time.
The other morning, the plumbing contractor who owns this business got a call from his college-age son. It was one of those calls that you might say changed his life because it gave him a great idea. While some business people may choose to dial access codes and use other carriers, and others may even choose to ignore their out-of-town customers, this gentleman has chosen to do it differently. He calls his customers regularly, and he does it the old-fashioned easy way. He just dials 1 plus the phone number every time he calls long distance. It's the simple way to call. So we'll be using his story to remind our customers to call, because it's good for business.
Last week, my son called from college just to say hi. He didn't even ask for money. Hello? Shepard! That call made my day. It also gave me an idea. Now I call all my out-of-town customers every month just to let them know I'm thinking about them. Great customer service idea, huh? Got it from college. Hey, Chuck, this is Grant.
Get close to your distant customers. Call them. U.S. West Communications, making the most of your time.
Now that you've seen our TV ads, give a listen to our radio ads. They've been produced in the same format and tell many of the same stories as the TV ads. They each feature a small business customer describing a past problem and the U.S. West solution. Then our announcer gives a bit more details and invites them to call and talk with a small business specialist. Here they are.
Yeah, last month I was meeting with Phil, our biggest customer, when he gave me the bad news.
It's not easy working with you. Your lines are always busy.
You can bet I solved that problem. Now we not only